The morning rush, well on its way to happening now. If Kevin making any sense. Yes, the morning rush right in front of us. Oh yeah, we're even closer to the 7s here. Oh yeah, here for Phoenix Plane Spotting here on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. I'm your Plane Jockey Kevin here at a Terminal 3 parking garage overlooking the morning rush. We got planes. Oh boy, they're all lined up. Are you ready for some awesome Phoenix action? Good morning. Oh yeah, look at the planes are lined up all the way down. Everything taking off on 7 right. Let me just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. About 25 aircraft heading down to 7 left for takeoff. 7 left, 7 right for arrivals here on the south side of Phoenix Sky Harbor.
2404, maintain visual separation, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Maintain visual separation, clear for takeoff, 7 left, south,
Skyway 6338, Phoenix Tower, runway 7 left, line of sight, report for 737 in sight. They will be straight up.
the left point, 7
Let's turn it up. We got planes everywhere. Turn it up. Let's hear those awesome sounds. Listen to that morning rush. Hey, look. Trains actually working here in Phoenix. CLA actually can happen. We got the trains. We got the planes. There's so many takeoffs. It's going to be hard for me to give you a flight information. So just bear with me here. Heath Shelton with an awesome $35 super chat this morning. Thank you so much, Heath. Says, hi, Kevin. In honor of your anniversary and turning 35, here's a twofer for you. This is for son age. Well, I wish I was 35 again. Fortunately, I'm 51 here today, but I'll take 35. Thank you so much, Heath. With a $16 super chat, thanks so much. Heath says, and this is for the anniversary of said age. Happy birthday, Kevin. Thank you, Heath. Yeah, it's my birthday today. Big old 51. Oh boy. Thank you, Heath. When we first got here to Terminal 3, there was nothing taken off. It's the morning rush starts right before 9 a.m. here local time. 9 a.m. this place becomes a zoo. Also in front of the Terminal 3 south side gates, including Frontier. Hotel. Ran into a couple of Coletta Air pilots. I just walked right by them and they flagged me down. They said, hey, we're big fans. So of course they got their goodie bags. you guys are watching, thanks for saying hello to me in the lobby of the hotel. I actually kind of like this shot better than Terminal 4 is for the morning rush, because you're really close. I mean, everyone's just waiting here to head down. Look at that. Just look at that. 2 taxiways full of planes heading down for Southside at takeoffs on the 7th. And our legend Jane with an amazing $550 super chat through tip alert. Thank you, Jane. And Jane says, happy birthday, Kevin. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Jane. Amazing support as always. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. But I wouldn't want to be any other place than out here giving you guys a broadcast here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. So thank you so much, Jane. Enjoy the loud sounds and the up-close action. We like it loud here in the AVL. It's okay if you can't hear me. It's more important that you hear the planes. There is a heavy, a DHL 767 lined up. Should be taking off here shortly. You guys enjoying the loud sounds? Fortunately, no smell of Jet A here in the morning yet. They're saying it's going to be a very windy day here in Arizona. Gusts up to 45 miles per hour up in Flagstaff, up north in northern Arizona. The wind coming later this afternoon. All right. Morning rush continues here. Next takeoff, flight heading to Honolulu, Southwest flight 1581 at 737 MAX 8. Look at this traffic jam. This is like the 405 freeway at 9 a.m. in the morning. Going nowhere. Below us. 2 SkyTrains. Look at these old America West A319s. Look at her. 834. There's another one over here. 826. I think I have a shot of that in the old, the second generation America West livery. I'm pretty sure I have a shot of her back in the good old days. Alright, we have a corporate jet that's taking off now, heading down to 7 that left. Just keep on coming. Gold A319s with America West. Janice with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Janice. Says hello, AVL family. Hello, Janice. Good morning. Sue Vanderlip with an awesome $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Sue. Says happy birthday, Kevin. Congratulations on your 5-year anniversary of the channel. Thank you so much, Sue. Appreciate that. Awesome support of the channel as well. There is a DHL 767. It's still waiting. It's not on flight radar. Look at the, if you guys are watching the Flight Radar 24, look at the lineup. Amazing. Hello, I'm Plane Jockey Kevin. We're here at Terminal 3. Terminal 4 parking is booked. They wouldn't even let you in without a reservation. So no parking open at Terminal 4. That is why we're not there today. But I gotta tell you, I think I like being a little bit closer to the lineup here on the taxiway. I love the loud sounds, you know me. Double takeoff action on the 7s. Alright, we got that DHL 767 finally heading over to 7 left. DHL flight 505 heading back to LAX. Next takeoff. I do have a Pilatus taking off, 7 left. Heavy takeoff of the stream heading back to LAX. Converted 767 to 300ER. And Charlie's up here with me. I see in the chat he's like, it's already hot, hot, hot. It is a hot morning, which is weird because I got here to Phoenix yesterday and it was 93 degrees. And it feels hotter with cooler temps now than it did last night. It's really weird. We do have arrivals on 7 right, by the way. Just mostly focused in on the takeoffs here on 7 left. This is pretty normal, you guys. This is what the morning rush is like here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. And it goes on for hours and hours and hours. Not something we see at LAX in the morning. This is just something that happens here in Phoenix. I'm sure it happens more than likely in Vegas and whatnot. That's why if you're going to do a live stream here in Phoenix, you gotta come out for the morning rush. All right, we got that 767 now rolling down at 7 left, heading to LAX. Just keep on coming. Now on the north side, there's hardly any north side takeoffs in the morning. They all come here to the south side. Remember, there's two sides to Phoenix Sky Harbor. There's a north and a south side. Everything, including American United on the north side, including Alaska, all joining the long line here on the south. Oh, you guys are like it's 70 degrees in Dallas, Fort Worth. All right, rub it in.
6415, wind calm at runway 7 left, start for takeoff.
7 left,
32, 36 feet, 10, like 7 left, the line of way for
And a friend Josh Aldridge with a $51 super chat through tip alerts. Josh says, happy birthday, Kevin. Have a great show as always. Thank you so much, Josh. Amazing support. And for your old plane jockey, Kevin, here today. All right, enough about me. Let's get back to the action. Thank you, Josh. There's so much taking off. I'm afraid to tell you, I'm not going to be able to give you as much flight information as I can here. Old America West, A319 rolling down at 7 left. Here on the south side.
Maintain the visual separation. Runway 7 left,
get a better look at that frontier as it heads up here to Terminal 3. All right, we got another corporate jet, a beauty, rolling down at 7 left. Ron and Linda back with an awesome $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Ron and Linda. Says happy birthday, young man. Sent you an email to AVL about California Science Center. Where's your mom? Linda and I were in Southwest Airlines flight that was 27th for takeoff in Phoenix. 27! That's about what it is here this morning. It was after a monsoon downpour. Wow, I pray you have a wonderful day, good friend. Thank you, Ron and Linda. I haven't been able to check email. I drove all day yesterday, so I'm a little backed up on the email department. Thank you, Ron and Linda. My mom, I'll see her tonight. We're going out to dinner later, Tater. Thank you, Ron and Linda. All right, Sun Country is 737-800. Next takeoff here, 7 left. I'll tell you, I mean, a long line, but they get you out pretty quickly. Of course, if you land and you got to come over on this side, you're going to be waiting just a little bit. Joni with the $4 super chat, some coffee. Thank you so much, Joni. Speaking of coffee, Charlie went and got me some Dunkin'. Sporting the East Coast here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Dunkin'. Everyone runs on Dunkin' this morning. Thank you, Joni. With a $5.10 super chat. Thank you so much. Nancy says happy birthday. Hope you have a red velvet cake kind of day. Ooh, that sounds good. Little dropout. I think we're good now. Hey, how's it going? Stand by 1 second here. the planes paused from taking off as we had a little internet hiccup, so don't worry, we're on it. I think we're back to normal here. John with the Super Chat, thanks so much, John, says, when are you back in San Diego? I missed those shows, although loving Phoenix. We may be back to San Diego next week. Maybe next Tuesday.
That's what 750 you maintain, visual 7 last
Visual clear pickup on 7 left southwest. 7
That was 4987, runway 7 left on its way to Boo for southwest.
Runway 7 left southwest.
1600.
So we got planes lined up coming from the north side. The Frontier still waiting to even cross over 7 at left. Ruinani, the $5 super chat says, hi Kevin, wishing the happiest of birthdays today. Thank you for sharing your day with us. Well, my pleasure. Thank you so much for your support there. Do something interesting. Let me look at the radar. Number 2 for takeoff. Amera flights, an old Embraer EMB 120ER Brasilia heading to Vegas, flight 1367. Looks like an old Delta connection. Now, if you remember, and I don't remember, I'm just saying, if you remember LAX back in the 80s and 90s, these would have been a dime a dozen back at LAX. I'm sure you remember them. Still going strong, this one. 28 years of age, delivered in 1998. To fly in one of those. Did you ever fly in one of those? I never wanted to fly in that. I was so happy when they took them out of service. How's it going? Yeah? Terminal 4 is all booked up. What's up? Yeah, it was full. We couldn't get in. But I kind of like this better anyway.
Alternative D1 from here.
What are you guys think? You like this better? Maybe we come back here again tomorrow? You can't go wrong. The plane's literally right in front of you. Ducky Pam. with a $20 tip alert. Thank you so much, Pam. Says happy birthday. Already loving the Phoenix action. Did you stop and check out the Goodyear Buckies? It's coming along. Can't wait to take a late night trip to check it out this summer. Actually, I drove right by it, Pam. It's right off the 10 freeway. Looks like they still have a lot to do. Still have a lot to do. The gas pumps aren't even installed, so they still have a long ways to go. But I check it every time I come in, and yes, not close to being open. So we'll just have to rely on all the Bucky treats that you guys got us for our 5-year anniversary. We got more gummy bears than we know what to do with. Weather Bob 3 with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Bob. Says happy birthday, Kevin. Thanks for the great AVL action. Weather Bob from Arkansas. Thank you, Bob. Look at Valaris over here on the ramp coming in from the north side. They're still lined up. And if you think this is going to end soon, it won't. It will just keep on multiplying through the morning. That Frontier, not going to feel bad about this. Crossed over 7 right, still trying to make its way over to the gates over here at Terminal 3. Because of the long line, they just can't get it through here. My friend is 757 ship. With awesome $51.51 super chat. Thank you so much, Ship. Says happy birthday, Kevin. As you noticed, I sent your birthday insult greeting earlier. Yes, I saw that on Instagram. Thank you, Chip. Awesome support. Thank you, Chip. We do have a Delta 757 landing on the north side and making its way over here to Terminal 3 as well. I got to tell you, if you're landing here today, you're going to need a little extra time and just making your way over to the gates. At least at the south side of Terminal 3. If you land on the north side of Terminal 4, you don't have the backup in front of you. But as that Frontier now squeezes through, we'll now head to the gates here on the south side. Let's go to another Old America West A319 rolling down at 7 left. Give you some flight information for that Frontier flight here. Coming in from Dallas Forward, Texas, shoot the Beacon livery, flight 3971 and A320 Neo. That long line continues. Delta 757-300 over here trying to make its way over to Terminal 3 as well. Audio Mixer Mike with the $10 super chat. Thanks so much, Mike. Says, happy birthday from your friends at LMAD. I wonder if airlines allow for the delays in their timetable. Have a fun day. That's a good question. Thank you, Mike. Say hello to everyone over there. Let's make a deal. Our friends in Hollywood. Alright, that Delta 757-300 trying to make its way over here to Terminal 3 parking garage. That's where we are, Terminal 3 gates. It's an old Northwest bird, of course. 757-300 still going strong in there with Delta. With a $50 super chat through Tip Alert. Thank you so much, Alan. This is happy birthday, Kevin. And no jokes or snide remarks for me today. Have an awesome day. Well, thank you, Alan. No jokes or snide remarks from Alan. Are you feeling all right there, Alan? Thank you, Alan. There, Delta. I promise. Richard with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Richard. Says Kevin Felice. I believe that's happy birthday. Thank you, Richard. Craig Russell with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Craig. Says happy birthday, Airline Videos, Kevin. Hope you're doing great. Yesterday we had lots of rain that flooded parts of my county, but I'm safe and okay. Yeah, you guys there in Texas getting a lot of storms, a lot of rain as well. Thank you, Craig. Stay safe. We do have a Delta A321neo that just pulled away from the gates. We'll get in line. I guess you got to go all the way down and get in line. No cutting in line for this Delta A321neo.
Delta 35, maintain the separation to Denver, runway 7 left, take off. Runway 35, 96, runway 7 left, runway 8.5.
I'd be like, where's the beginning of the line? Don't you hate when you show up at a restaurant or something or theater or something, and you're like, where's the end of the line? I don't think they're going to reach the end of the line. I think they're going to hold right there. The end of the line is way over there. plus Ace with an awesome $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Ace. Says happy birthday, Kevin. I hope you have a fabulous day in Phoenix. Thank you, Ace. All right, let's go to an arrival over there on this 7 right. Finally got some wind here. Oh, we also have a Delta 737 also will be heading out for a takeoff. Let me count how many are in line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have about 20 in line for takeoff. The Delta A321neo heading to Minneapolis, flight 1047. Behind it, a flight heading to Salt Lake City, flight 1447, the 737-900ER. The Delta 757-300 coming in from Detroit, still making its way to the gates. Of course, stuck there on the taxiway.
American 73, just short of D6 on frequency. Thank you. 1428, maintain the door runway 7 left, clear for takeoff. Transfer parallel divergence southbound left side.
See if we got any heavies on the way in here. Not seeing anything currently. The flight just taken off heading to Kansas City. Our next takeoff heading to Miami, Florida, in the A321neo with American. Rolling down to runway 7 left. Also just had a takeoff on 7 right as well. The latest taking off 7 right. As the American A321neo heading to Miami takes off 7 left.
November 7 Mike Zulu, contact Park.
Ah, look at they did. Let that Delta A321neo cut in line, as well as that Delta 737-900ER heading to Salt Lake City. Well, aren't you guys nice? Americans over there saying, excuse me? That way, now they can get that Delta 757-300 over to the gates. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Is ground control. Gotta get that plane to the gate. with an awesome $51 super chat. Thanks so much, Trent. This is from me and my wife, Carol. Hello, Carol. Hello, Trent. Thank you so much, you guys. $51 super chat for my 51 years here on planet Earth. Thanks, you guys. Mandolin Z with the $5 super chest says happy birthday. Curious if it's normal not to use the North Runway for takeoffs. You know, back in the day before they added the 7 right, which would be 25 left, the third runway here at Sky Harbor, which is on the south side here, there was much more takeoff action on the north side. They just utilized this, I don't know, they just utilized the south side for the morning rush. Of course, on the north side, you also have a bunch of arrivals happening as well. Unfortunately, from my position, you can't really see the north runways. We do have a Delta A220 300 up next for takeoff following the Southwest flight. Delta flight A220, I'm sorry, that was a 100, heading to Pontiac. Pontiac? Is it Pontiac, Michigan? The 89 to 59. It looks like a sports charter. So was that? Is that the Pistons? Were the Pistons here? No, the Pistons weren't here. Detroit Pistons? Pontiac, Michigan. Interesting. Are we all enjoying Phoenix? Morning rush kind of thinning out just slightly, but it will get busy once again.
You'll be 1 southwest from the right. 139.98 departure, evidence. Departure, skip the 39.98.
Piston Honda. Was that the Detroit Pistons, the NBA team?
Southwest 2006, maintain visual separation with Airbus. Wind 2403, runway 7 miles, clear takeoff.
Visual separation, Airbus clear for takeoff. 7 miles, southwest.
Southwest 6308, runway 7 miles, runway 247.
Yeah, that was an old America West A320. Double check on that one. Yeah, 654 America West, A320, 26 years of age, delivered in June of 1999. So that would have been delivered with the new updated livery to America West.
2226, runway 7 left, line up, way to do report that bearing side. Line up, way 7 left there. For 2006, contact departure, see ya. Departure 2006, see you later.
Oh, for the first time this morning, I can hear myself. You guys at home were like, yeah, we can finally hear you, Kevin. Boy, it was loud. The Safe 2002 with an awesome $28 super chassis. Happy birthday, Kevin, and thank you, the Safe 2002.
I will maintain the visual step. Clear for takeoff 7 left, American 2226.
Drop for 3780, runway 7 left, line up, way to do report the button.
7 left, line up, way.
We still have a long line, though. Still heading over there to 7 left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Still 14 planes waiting to take off on 7 left. The Skytrain's operating smoothly here, Sky Harbor. Still got that FedEx MD-11 sitting over there. Next month, FedEx says they're going to bring those MD-11s back into service.
1447, runway 7 left, line up, way to take the report company returning to 80, contact departure date. 3780.
RFI Nerd with the $10 super chest says happy birthday, Kevin. Thank you, RFI Nerd. Coming up on the top of the hour already. Boy, that hour went fast. Boy, it was packed with plane action. When they roll out. Jeez, another one already rolling down. Back-to-back takeoffs.
November Golf right through taxi hotel departures frequency day.
They get them out of here fast. All right, the Volaris up next, A320 Neo. First escape from the north side of Terminal 4. They're on the east side. International Terminal.
10 11, maintain visual runway 7 left, clear for takeoff. 7 left, clear for takeoff, running 7 left. 2017, runway 7 left, line of way, there should be a departure on the north
beautiful day, a little bit cooler here today than it has been here in the Valley of the Sun. When I arrived yesterday about 5, 6 o'clock, it was 91, 93 degrees, but it actually felt cooler yesterday evening. Temperature-wise, a little cooler here today.
Over to departure, American 1011, we'll see you.
All right, look at that morning rush. Everything's cleared out. Easy peasy, get you out of here. I know it looks like a mess, but doing a great job of getting everyone out as we approach the top of the hour. Still have those 2 Delta flights, one heading to Salt Lake. That would be the 737-900, the A321neo heading to Minneapolis, number 2 for takeoff here on the north side.
So 1047, runway 7 left, line of way to February 4th, 73 inside, go to bring down. 5.7 left, use the traffic sight, go to 1047.
And a legend, Shane, gifting 50 Airline Videos Live memberships. Awesome support from Legend Shane. Thank you so much, Shane. Can't thank you enough. 50 gifted memberships being sent out. And that officially takes us to the top of the hour. It is officially 10 a.m. here in the Valley of the Sun. You're watching continuous live coverage. And the awesome sounds of Phoenix plane spotting action right here on Airline Videos Live. It is Wednesday, April 22nd. 2026. I'm your plane jockey Kevin here at Terminal 3 Parking Garage overlooking the south runway, 7 left, 7 right, here in the Valley of the Sun. The sun is out, the planes are out. Hope you guys are all enjoying the broadcast. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new. All right, day 1 of 2 here in Phoenix. All right, here we go. That was the one heading to Minneapolis, the A321neo. Be followed by the flight heading to Salt Lake City, the 737-900ER, also with Delta.
Maintain visual Delta, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff. Take off, 1998, visual Delta. Contact departure, see you. So the 1447 departure, go on.
Oh, look at her. There's Kayla and her mom. Kayla, one of our great mods. Oh, she's got her 5-year anniversary shirt. They flew in from Denver. So I found that kind of interesting. Not quite sure. I gotta look at the radar. I'm not quite sure why there is an American A319 sitting at the end of the runway over there. if after this rush of planes take off that we're going to have a runway switch.
Departure market
1541 is able to report Southwest and delivered ground. Southwest is right, 1541. 1541 maintains the system break. Now we have not break takeoff. 71 just put down.
Looks like we have 2 departures left on 7 left. And then I think they're going to switch things around as what is going to be a windy day here in Arizona. Delta 757 A300 arriving on the north side and making its way over here to the gates of Terminal 3.
7 left, United, 590.
We do have a United 737 lined up, ready to go 7 left. I believe that might be our last takeoff at 7 left. And they'll switch things around, and arrivals and departures will happen on the 25s. Extremely long on 7 left. They'll roll this out. All right, let's see if they switch things around here.
Good day, United 597.
We've got 2 aircraft over there on the east side of the South Complex here. One heading to San Antonio, an old U.S. Airways A320, followed by a flight heading to Nashville, Tennessee, flight 3329. Well, this would be interesting. I don't think I've been here at Terminal 3 at this location for takeoffs. So I believe they're going to rotate right in front of us. So we're kind of like, I guess you could say we're halfway down the runway. So even if they take off on the 25 right or 7 left, we're pretty much in a good position here for the loud sounds. So normally we're up at Terminal 4 parking garage, up in this location right there, right on that corner. But as you can see, there's cars up there. Couldn't even enter the parking garage this morning as it is completely full. Even the hotel I'm staying at was completely full. I walked in there yesterday. I said, hey, can you give me something on the first floor near the door? I said, no, we're booked. I said, well, where you got me? They said, the 3rd floor, way on the other side of the hotel. I said, lovely. So they got to see me walk in with all the equipment. Of course, as I left the hotel this morning, a couple of pilots with Coletta were checking in, and I walked right by them and said, hey, 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 we watch you all the time.
3134, runway 25, right line of weight at your discretion, about 2 minutes.
All right, 25, that right takeoffs. Paul G. Smith with the super chat. Thanks so much, boss. Happy birthday, Kevin. Have a super day, and many thanks for the Suburban stream. Much appreciated. Thank you, Paul. PSA Steve with the $2 super chat is wishing you a very happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Steve. All right, so we are switching things around. As I mentioned, that there is a wind advisory here in Arizona. More than 45 miles per hour gusts up there in Flagstaff, Arizona. In fact, for the first time, APS, which is the energy company here in Arizona, is going to actually turn off the power up there in Flagstaff, as they do that a lot in California because of wildfires. So a threat of fires up there around Flagstaff, they're going to be shutting off the power for many people up there this afternoon. A lot of people very upset by that. So we will also have these corporate jets taking off on 25 left. There's two of them over there. The American A320 lining up 25 right. I don't think I've ever seen a runway switch this early in the morning. Again, this flight heading to San Antonio, Texas. Very quick turnaround. Friend Arizona Rails out here as well. Kim Martinson also hanging out with us here today. Like I said, I've never been here at Terminal 3 at this location for takeoffs on the 25, so this will be new to me as well as to you. Usually we're up there at Terminal 4. So give me a moment to come on camera, and thanks you guys for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button, feed the beast as we call it. Subscribe if you're new. We're in Phoenix, Arizona here today and tomorrow. We'll be back here once again at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same 9 a.m. there on the West Coast. So we'll see you again here tomorrow on Thursday for more Phoenix action. But until then, we got you covered this morning. Don't go anywhere. Sit back, relax, enjoy.
329, runway 25 right, line up way, gonna follow the business jet out to parallel.
Okay, line up right, 329.
All right, we do have the corporate jets lining up 25 left over here. We got that A320 now rolling down that 25 right.
Southwest 3709, you'll be behind the RJ right off your left.
Southwest 3709, copy.
We're right in the middle of the runway. It's literally the same shot that we were just getting when they were taking off in 7 left. I'm just going in the opposite direction. All right, we got that corporate jet now rolling down to 25 left. Flights heading to Nashville, Tennessee, a 737-800 now rolling down to 25 right. This corporate jet lining up 25 left. And not much wind out here. We felt a little wind just about maybe 20 minutes ago. No wind currently.
Southwest Hotel 7, clear for takeoff, 553 Runway Charlie.
All right, cleared for takeoff, 25 left.
Vector 329, contact departure, good day.
Today, 26, 33, 29.
CRJ now rolling down to 5 right. Now look at the lineup of all the flights coming in over to the south side. Now they're lining up on the far east side of the airport.
Maintain visual southwest, 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Which is actually a pretty cool shot to get. If you'd have to be on the other side of Terminal 4, way over there on the east side. There's the SkyTrain, and there's a bridge that goes over the taxiway. It's a very cool shot.
3116, you're on 125 right, clear for takeoff.
Pushing back a Frontier A320 below us here at Terminal 3. Flight that just took off was American Airlines Flight 2880 heading to Sacramento, California, 737 MAX 8. This Frontier flight headed to San Diego, brand new A320 Neo. McCall, the flat-tail honored lizard, flight 1571. U.S. Airways A319.
3116 departures here.
And when I say U.S. Airways, that's the old U.S. Basically the old U.S. Air, not the U.S. Airways that merged with America West. We do have arrivals on the 25 left here on the south side as well. Let's go to that. It will be the first arrival of the stream.
1070, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Touchdown point right in front of our cameras. 421. Most arrivals still happening there on the north side. Yeah, what is the current temperature here in Phoenix? Super chat coming through. Tip alert from James from Baco. Thank you, James. Is back in the day. There were flights between Bakersfield and LAX on those Brasilias. Scariest 37 minutes of my life every time. Yeah, I never wanted to get on one of those. Thank you, James. We'll be heading down for takeoff on the 25 left. That's where we find a West Shots. Up next for takeoff. 25 right. Are we enjoying the loud sounds up close action here in Phoenix? Let me know in the chat. 66 degrees in SoCal. Over there to 25 right for takeoff. Speaking of Frontier, another one heading over here after landing there on the north side. 3463, That's Frontier coming in from Cleveland, Ohio. Another A320neo Forest, the Northern Spotted Owl livery. Heading over here to Terminal 3.
First Southwest. First Southwest. Look at 10, city car number 3 behind company. Yeah, with 1646.
Ooh, you looking at? Uh-oh. You're going to be waiting. I don't see anybody out there to help you. Where's the crew? You got to play. Oh, there they come. Hey, Joe, I got a plane. Wants to come into the gate. let's go to a arrival on the 25 left.
Echo Delta 11 stop 4, Captain 43 on the set. What's your right on the 1 Delta
Pilots are like, where is the ground crew? Come on now. Next takeoff is Southwest Flight 3936 heading to Oklahoma City, 737-800. Airline Flight 2010 heading to Vegas at 737 MAX 8. Looks like we have a Contour Aviation ERJ possibly arriving here on 25 left. Terminal 4, the south side of Terminal 4, where Southwest hangs out. Condor and actually heading to the north side for arrival. With the $7.27 super chat says, happy birthday, enjoy your day. Thank you, Flying Cactus. I'm waiting for this wind to come because there is no wind right now. There's absolutely no wind. They turned everything around because there's going to be a lot of wind coming this afternoon. Currently no wind. It is very stagnant. The air is very stagnant right now. At least for northern Arizona, gusts of 45 miles per hour plus around the 2 o'clock hour. So it's later this early afternoon and not currently.
71, verify departing Southwest 737 and track me intro.
551 Southwest.
Checking to see if we have any action over there at the KC-135s. Not seeing anything over there.
Go with 4925, pattern number 3, go with 6218, and we're 4 behind company. Number 3.
Arrival 25 left. Lear, no? Is that a Lear jet? Yeah.
Find the American Airlines wrong.
Here comes the wind a little bit, slightly.
0.25 right, landboarding departing Embraer in sight south 4925.
Near Mike Zulu Victor, turn left on hotel, and are you familiar with customs? You're medevac, Mike Victor, turn left on hotel, in the top car, contact ground 132.55.
We do have a flight coming in, the 25 left southwest, flight 3886. I believe it is the south side arrival, maybe not. I think we're getting another south side arrival. They head up there to the north side. Whatever great mods, Allison Neo, gifting 5 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Allison. Thank you, Allison. William with the $10 super chat. William Crouch says, happy birthday, Kevin. Hope you have an awesome day. Well, thank you, William. So far, so good. Thank you for your awesome support. So if you guys are just joining us here today, we're here at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. The A320 Neo are going to be pushing back here shortly. Here at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, had the morning rush still kind of continuing as they turn things around here at the airport. Usually we would still be seeing the planes taking off on the 7s because of some high winds coming in later into the valley. They have turned things around. So we've got departures heading out to the west Rolling down runway 25 right, arrivals on 25 left. We started off the morning with a long line of departures for 7 left. This is day 1 of 2 here in Phoenix. We'll be back tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Pacific once again. Flight taking off, heading to Charlotte, flight 1678, A321. To the big guy, heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, an A320 Neo will be pushing back from Terminal 3. Great shot of the SkyTrain here in Phoenix. Chu now being pushed back. Be heading to you guys there in Dallas. Speaking of Dallas, by the way, making plans to come out there. And I looked at American Airlines, no heavies into Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. So no heavies, mostly A321, A321 Neos from LAX to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. So I was looking at plane tickets, and they are expensive. Everyone knows the tickets are expensive. So I think I priced 2 tickets, round-trip tickets on American to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, mid-May. In fact, I also put in there the first May 5th, the week of May 5th. $1,500. That is not first class, by the way. That is upgrading economy. $1,500 round trip for 2 tickets to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas on American. It's expensive, but
2423, contact parking.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up, there's more to the story, as Paul Harvey would say. Excuse my stupidity, but what is Comfort Plus on Delta? What is American's Comfort Plus? What do they call that? What's the extra leg room on American? What do they call that? Chip, if you're there, you know. I'm sorry, I don't fly American enough to know their names of. I know Flagship is their first class, but what is their like mid-level extra room seats on American? Anybody? Anyway, that's what the $1,500. It's not the cheap economy. It's the mid-level economy, premium economy on American. So that's what I went with. And I don't know what that gets us. I don't know if that gets us any like get on the plane first or extra check-in baggage, fees waived. I have to look into that. So what I'm trying to tell you is there's more to the story. If I can get there. So that's the pricing for American. And they're what is it called again? Main cabin extra, premium economy, whatever it may be on American. And two round trip tickets to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, mid-May. So I put the week of the 5th and the week of the 12th in there. They're pretty much the same. So $1,500, two round trip tickets on their upgraded economy. Not quite sure what that gets us. I have to look into it. Now, I looked at Southwest. Now, remember, we're coming to Dallas to do a show at Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, as well as Love Field. So I looked at Southwest. Direct flights from LAX. For their new, the bigger, I don't even know what they call that. The big seats in the front with the extra leg room and whatnot. Two round trip tickets to Dallas Love Field, $1,700 with Southwest. Now they get you on the plane first, overhead space first, which we need for our equipment. Now here's the thing, because there's two tickets, a total of 4 free checked bags. 4 free checked bags. Now we usually check in about 4 bags, so all those bags would fly free on Southwest if we paid that little extra. So $1,700 with Southwest gets us on the plane first, gets us in their new bigger seats, whatever they're calling, with the extra leg room, more overhead space because we get on the plane first, and 4 free checked-in bags. $200 more than American, but I'm not quite sure what the economy plus on American actually gets you. Do we still have to pay for our bags? I would assume we would, so I have to look at all the options on that. And I obviously would be going into Love Field. I guess it really doesn't matter. In fact, I think I'd rather fly into Love Field than Fort Worth. The rental car issue at Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas is a mess. It was much easier at Love Field. So you guys are all saying, forget that. Both $1,500 and $1,700 is a ripoff. I thought that was kind of high for, just going to Dallas from LAX. This one heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, the A328 Neo with Frontier. Main cabin extra on American doesn't get you much. That's what I kind of thought. And 4 checked-in bags on American is probably going to be at least $500, I would assume, right? Maybe not that high. I don't know.
Runway 25 left, Hotel 7, line up and wait. We have the Safari regional jet back at 494.
Flight had arrived on that 25 at left, waiting to cross over. KMTX 78 with the $2 super chat says happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 left, Hotel 7, remain visually separated from the departing jet, except jet 494.
I mean, Yeah, it's the fuel prices are causing the ticket increase, and you know, I mean, that's just what it's going to be for summer travel. You know, a lot of things are changing. It's either we don't go anywhere and we just stay in LAX in Southern California for the summer until the prices start coming down. I don't know. Takeoff, lined up 25 right. American Airlines flight 2646 heading to Cabo is 737-800.
25 right, clear for takeoff.
Almost 1,000 likes.
25 right, line of point, on point 38.
You're right. Some of you guys are asking, how long is the stream going to go on to? I in my head, I head in until about noon here today. Tomorrow will be a longer show. It is my birthday here today, so I want to spend some time kind of relaxing. Delta A330-200 heading to Atlanta, flight 1317, pushing back from Terminal 3.
Over departure, Mac 2646.
You guys think that we'll be waiting for prices to go down? Really? You think it's going to be that long? That's why I'm just like, we got to do it. We got to do it. I'll never see you guys again. And then you guys will be like, well, Kevin, you said we're going to Dallas, and then you never went. You always got some excuse, Kevin. I don't want to hear that. We just got to do it. So I'm feeling that the deal with Southwest, because I think I'd rather fly into Love Field than Fort Worth. I feel like even though the Southwest is $200 more, I feel like I'm going to get more out of my money on that, because you got the nicer seats up front. Love Field, which in terms of rental car, it's much easier to get your rental car at Love Field than Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. So I don't know.
1470 traffic goes northbound, 25 right, 36.
We gotta get to Dallas. And you know what my luck is? Here's my luck. We're gonna go and it's gonna rain. And there's gonna be horrible thunderstorms. You know it's true, right? You know it's. Jot that date down. On April 22nd, 2026, Kevin was talking about the weather in Dallas leading up 2-3 weeks beforehand, and the weather, I know, I'm not putting it out there like that, but you know it's a good chance of bad weather there in Dallas. But we gotta go, right? We gotta try it out.
53, contact park.
And I believe at Love Field there's an overhang now, so even if it's raining, we can still go live at Love Field. Breeze, Airbus A220-300 heading to Terminal 3. 8300. Our next arrival here on the south side on 25 left, American Airlines Flight 2466, coming in from Santa Ana, California, 737 MAX 8.
That was 4900, contact park.
All right, we'll wait for that A330 to march over here. Let's go to our arrival.
Traffic heads northbound, runway 25 right, clear for or southbound 37A traffic heads northbound, runway 25 right, clear for 2448, contact park. 2448, good evening.
We're at the Delta A330-200, an old Northwest bird marching down the 25 right, heading back to Atlanta, Georgia.
Runway 25 left, Berlin.
When do you guys think we're going to get a new livery with Delta? I think it's on the horizon. With all this new aircraft that they're going to be getting delivered here in the next 5-10 years. It'd be a great time for a refresh in the next few years, don't you think?
Flight 2532, traffic head southbound, maintain those separation, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Maintain that right, clear for takeoff, Frontier 25.
This aircraft would have been delivered to Northwest Airlines, and their last delivery would have been that silver gray livery.
Bravo 1, traffic head southbound, maintain visual separation, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Bravo 1, maintain visual separation, 25 right, clear for 25 runway 25 right, long way for 45, Boeing 737.
25 right, line on the way, inside American 2570.
6448, contact park. March, 6448. 8 Delta Romeo, turn left,
That was the flight heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
Hotel 3, Hotel 3, ground. Flight 2532, contact park. 32,
O'Malley, one of our great mods with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, O'Malley. Says just released Kevin 5.1. It's much better than 5.0, I will say. Thank you, O'Malley. My friend Robert Braun with an awesome $50 super chat. Thanks so much, Robert. Robert commenting about the high airfare costs. Costs are going up due to fuel costs, Kevin. Yeah. it could get even worse if you wait, right? Better lock those prices in now. Thank you, Robert.
Air 2501, level. 2684, traffic gotta be southbound, wind 2406, runway 25 right, 25 right, 661, 255. South 661, take that, 25 left, Airline, concentrate on heavy robust, full departure.
We got that Delta A330. Get in line down there. Flight will be heading back to Atlanta, Georgia.
425 right at Foxtrot 6, United 1895. 2570, contact Park.
Karina Edwards with the $10 super chat says happy birthday, Kev. Thank you, Karina. I'm sorry, that's Karen. Karen Edwards. Karen, thank you. Ever since they smashed all the names together in one line, it is hard for me sometimes to look at the names and get them correct. So I apologize if I ever screw up your name. Blame it on YouTube. All right, that A330 up next for takeoff. We do have another arrival on the 25 at left.
Heavy, clear for takeoff, 25 right.
Our only second heavy of the day. We saw that DHL converted 767 to passenger plane takeoff heading to LAX. Other than that, not much heavy action here today.
Contact parking.
Park up.
We got another arrival under 25 at left. Coming in from Tucson, Arizona. American Eagle SkyWest. Flight 6415. It's an E-Jet. Should be followed by Southern Airways Express. Cessna Grand Caravan coming in from Imperial Flight 809. Should be followed by Southwest Airlines Flight 2551 coming in from San Diego. As now we are starting to feel that wind coming out from the southwest. Alaska up next, now rolling down at 25 at right. Let's go to the E-Jet. Next up for arrival at 25 left. Flight coming in from Tucson, Arizona. Southern Airways Express, next arrival here on the south side. So the only two international heavy aircraft coming in today, besides the American flight coming in from London, British Airways Flight 289 coming in from London Heathrow, A350 1000, 7 hours and 33 minutes away. We will not be seeing that out here on this trip today. China Airlines Flight 36 coming in from Taipei, A350 900, 6 hours 20 minutes away, running about 2 hours late. Alright, Southern Airways Express. By the way, we're right underneath the tower. Look at that. How you like that? Hi, tower. How are you? Hello from the tower. Sure they're down there. Or up there. They're up there. Watching us, not on TV, just with their eyes. All right, the Grand Caravan coming in from Imperial. We see this aircraft and flight there in LAX.
25 left, Berlin. Runway 25 left, 2551. Runway 305, the Tower Fox Control, runway 25 left, Berlin. American 2070, runway 25 right, clear takeoff. American 2070, 25 right, clear takeoff.
All right, it is the top of the hour time already. Just after 11 a.m. here in the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix, Arizona. You are watching continuous live coverage of Phoenix plane spotting action right here on Airline Videos Live. It is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. I'm your Plane Jockey Kevin here at the Terminal 3 parking garage overlooking the South Runway. Thanks you guys for spending some time with me here on my birthday. Yes, it's Plane Jockey Kevin's birthday here today. We'll go for about another hour, and then we're going to end things a little early here today. We'll be on longer tomorrow, Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow, starting at the same time at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard, also Pacific time. I'll be back for the big Sunday show. I'm thinking this Sunday we might head back up high atop the H Hotel. I think it's going to be a cool weekend, which will allow us to do another show high atop the H Hotel on Sunday.
All right, on Foxtrot 9, hold code 25 right, hold it right.
if all goes well, either I'm going to see you guys. Well, not next week. We'll head back to San Diego next Tuesday, but the coming weeks, the next travel broadcast outside of California should be Dallas for you guys. We'll figure out if we're going into Dallas Love Field or Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. We'll figure it out. But we're coming to you there in Dallas. Get your cowboy hats and your barbecue ready. I still have my cowboy hat from the first trip I made out there. I should bring it back. We do have another arrival at 25 left.
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Right, 645, runway 25 right, line plane.
So we're going to Dallas for you guys. We will be doing one day at Fort Worth and one day at Love Field. Not quite sure which is going to come first or second. But Love Field has a brand new beautiful park, plane spotting and viewing area on the north side of the airport. Looking forward to going out there. Jet over there going to be taking off on the 25 left. Next arrival on the 25 left. CRJ 700ER coming from Yuma, Arizona. American Eagle SkyWest flight 6428. Nice flight coming in from Yuma.
4119, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Yuma right, clear for takeoff, 4119. 1000, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right,
no, Rudy is off again this Sunday. It will just be me once again.
428, turn right onto Foxtrot. Hold short runway 25 right to Foxtrot 9.
Yo, Creets, the $2 super chat says thank you for the AVL goodie bag. Oh yeah, it's you. Hello. Yeah, he's the one I met along with his other co-pilot there in the hotel this morning. Enjoying that goodie bag. Flies with Coletta. I flew that 737-800, the converted passenger plane, now cargo plane. I see that sometimes there at LAX. Great to meet you guys. Thanks for joining us on the stream. All right, we have another prop arrival on the 25 at left.
Right, clear takeoff. Clear takeoff, 25 right, 1008.
Yes, I love Whataburger. I love it.
Traffic challenger just depart for arrival. Got 4119, contact first. Over to Bunch, got 4119, good day. 3016, runway 25 left, hotel 7, line 20, traffic fair level 7, 615. Okay, well, line up and wait 25 left, number 312. Runway 25 right, taxi north.
Yeah, the Mara flight. Feeder for UPS.
Hotel for the ramp, monitor ground.
Right on hotel and monitor
Thanks,
ground. 320.
Well, it says it came in from Tucson. Beach airliner.
Good day, South Bend Early.
39 years of age. Beach C99 airliner. Next arrival on 25 left, Frontier Francie, the Pippin Plover livery, flight 1099, coming from Atlanta. It's an A320 Neo.
Flight 301, wind 2606, runway 25 left, hotel 7, clear for takeoff.
Almost to 1,000 likes. Thanks, you guys. Let's give you a little Southwest pushback action over there on the west side of Terminal 4. Next takeoff on 25 right, American Airlines flight 1939 heading to Santa Ana, California, 737 MAX 8. We do have a Delta 757-200 coming up from Atlanta, flight 1053, arriving on the north side on runway 26. That is downtown Tempe that you see there in the distance. America West used to have their headquarters over there. In fact, I think that was the building. Actually, no. I think I did this before. I'm like, that's the building, but it was never that tall. Maybe I don't know. They built so many new buildings. It was over there somewhere. It looked like that. Now I can't even remember what building it was. It used to be the only tall building over there near the lake. Got a few people coming out here and joining us. Kim Martinson was out here earlier. There's Arizona Rails. The gals from Denver.
It'll be northbound, lane 2407, runway 25 right,
Charlie, of course. Corporate jet up next for arrival at 25 at left. American A321 Neo rolling down to 25 at right. to me. Thanks you guys so much. I appreciate the birthday wishes. It's so busy here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. It's so hard for me to look down in the chat, so I apologize. Thanks you guys for the birthday wishes here today. Your old man, Plane Jockey Kevin, 51, officially here today on Earth Day.
You're off to the rim. Up 514 pitch ground, Delta to the rim. 514 Delta.
Our next Bravo Southwest flight.
25 right there, pick up.
Happy birthday. If you get up around Surprise on this trip, treat yourself to the original Rainbow Cone ice cream shop, newly open and delicious. Well, thank you, Mikey. Surprise, way out there, actually pretty closer to my mom.
1578 cleared across.
I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Mikey. Another Delta A321neo heading over here to the gates here at Terminal 3. Frontier A321neo now marching over here. It's Terminal 3. You know what the most amazing thing about plane spotting here at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport when it's really hot is you don't have hardly any heat haze. Believe it or not, no heat haze here at Sky Harbor International. I've been out here plane spotting when it was 112 shooting video, and I walked away with no heat haze in my videos. I could not believe it. Arrival on 25 left, coming in from Fresno. Fat! An old U.S. Airways A319, American Airlines Flight 442. Oh, am I complaining about my... I'm not complaining about my age. No complaints. It is what it is. All right, this is that Delta 757-200. Came in from Atlanta. Now heading over to Terminal 3. We'll go to our next arrival, coming in from Fresno, California.
Okay, Foxtrot 4, cross. 25 right, and then the north direction. 20. Delta 3302, only 25 right, line plate. 25 right, line plate. 202. November 500, Mike, William, with 225 left. November 500, Mike, same location, runway 25 left. 25 left, to land,
Butter landing on that A319.
3302, runway 25 right, there, 25 right, clear for takeoff, 125.
Gary with a $25 super chat. Thanks so much, Gary. Says happy birthday. Thank you, Gary.
Delta 3302, contact bus.
Evan Embraer Legacy 450, next arrival here on the south side at 25 left. So keep in mind, you guys, we're probably going to be gone for another about 40 minutes on this stream, and then we'll be back tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Pacific and Mountain Standard Time for more action here at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. This is originally going to be a short stream here today. It is my birthday. I just want to spend a little time just kind of relaxing. Relax.
1.25 right, 1.25 right, Southwest 164.
We do have a Delta 757-300 now heading out. We'll be taking off 25 right. This is that 757 that we saw kind of get caught up in that morning rush mess. Was trying to get to the gates, but Boeing aircraft are lined up.
25 right, 5 right, 7 off Southwest 4301 Bravo, Phoenix Tower, 25 left, third line. Stand by Hotel 3. 01 Bravo, that's your description. Drum roll.
Delta Connection, Sky West, next arrival at 25 at left.
Air 67 Juliet Bravo, major instructions, just make a right turn on Foxtrot and hold short, remain 25 left at 4.5. Turn at 51, you can turn right and hold short on a 25 right at Foxtrot 6. Hold short 25 right at Foxtrot 6,
757 at 300 heading to Minneapolis, flight 2206.
Bravo at Foxtrot 6, give way to the opposite direction number. Turn at 51, approximate 25 right at Foxtrot 6, taxi Delta 6, Delta to the bottom. Taxi by right at Foxtrot 6, Delta 6, departure of 51. Delta 2206, tower, at 25 right, miles away, traffic crossing. 25 right, line up now, it's out there, 2206.
Let's look at some of the operations over here with Frontier. is that Delta Flight 2206 heading to Minneapolis. 23-year-old 757 to 300, originally delivered to Northwest Airlines in April of 2003. Let's go to arrival on 25 at left.
Checking in on visual Sunway. Picture 664, if you're interested, 25 right available. We'll just stay on the line. Appreciate it, though. Roger, sub 3664, remain 25 left, clear the line. 25 left, clear the line, top left 3664.
Cessna, huh? Cessna 170B. I'm not quite sure who owns that aircraft. Next arrival here on 25 at left, coming in from Ontario, California, Southwest Airlines Flight 3664. It's a 737-800. PC-12NG heading to Yuma, Arizona. Private owner will be taken off on 25 at left.
Right at Foxtrot 6, compact ground. Turn right across 25 right, Box 6, and ground there. Have a good day. Southwest 3664. Good day.
someone doesn't know who we are you filming the military planes? You know, there's there's some stuff going on. I want to know more to the story. Apparently, this photographer, it just so happens to be Chinese, apparently was arrested, by the way. I'm sure there's more to the story. I want to hear more to the story. Taking photographs of the Doomsday plane there in Nebraska. Now, I don't have the full story, but apparently they say that he was spy. Now, he might be, I don't know. But I want to make sure that this is very clear because I don't want this to turn into you're a nasty plane spotter, you're taking photographs of military planes. We do not want that to go in that direction. So I want to know more about the story. I don't want it to become an image to the general public stating that we're all out here spying. That's not the case. I mean, the Doomsday plane, you saw it live here on the show at LAX just a few months ago. So it's not against the law to videotape the Doomsday plane. Now, I'm sure there's much more to the story. I hope more of the story comes out. But it's certainly piqued my interest because I know how the general public can read that and instantly have a negative thought against what we do, right? So I want to make sure we get the information correct on this before anybody has any judgment on it. So it just reminded me because that gentleman comes over and says, "Are you filming the military planes?" That's where it all starts, right there. AC Planes, gifting 1 Airline Videos Live membership. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Allison said he got the spotting location from the spotter guide. I mean, come on. There's a lot of international plane spotters that we see at LAX on a daily basis. Many of them from China, many of them from different parts of Asia. So, yeah, I worry when stories like that get published because instantly people think that plane spotting, they were all out here with bazookas. You remember that? Let's not go back to those days. I think in the last 5 years, at least us here on AVL, we've done a pretty good job of letting people understand exactly what we're doing with plane spotting and how much enjoyable it is for many of us. Let's not ruin that. We made many strides here in the last 5 years. Well, was he on the military base? Yeah, I know. Actually, Allison went and looked for this so-called law that you can't videotape military aircrafts, you know, the law states that you can videotape pretty much anything as long as your eyes can see it from the public view. Now, if you're on the military property, they can do whatever they want. That's obviously the case. Canada Rouge. AC-19 taking off. Yeah, there's something going on in California too. If you guys, and I'm not trying to be political here or anything, but it is a YouTuber, Nick Shirley, who is, like him or hate him, whatever it may be, he's the guy that exposed all that fraud in Minneapolis, the daycare centers and all that kind of stuff. Well, he's been doing the same thing in California. Well, the California lawmakers don't like it, so now they're trying to pass a bill called, I don't even know if it's called the Nick Shirley law, but basically they're trying to make it illegal for you to do investigative reporting on YouTube. And that is not good. There's no way they can pass that. There's a thing called the First Amendment. And the same thing when it comes to videotaping things in the public view. Sammy the Third with an awesome $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Sammy. He's watching approaches to 25 left from West Mesa. Then come inside and see them land a few minutes later. See you soon. Well, Sammy, we're not going to be here very long. I think we're going to end the show around noon. We will be back tomorrow. So if you were going to come out, maybe come back tomorrow. We'll be out here a little bit longer. Good to see you, Sammy. Thank you. Another corporate jet lining up 25 at left. Hello, Signer. The super chat says hi and hello. Good morning, Plane Jockey Kevin. I really love LAX and Phoenix Airport action. A very good job. Thank you, Topo Chico. And hot, cool ranch Doritos. Or is that pizza? Thank you. If you guys remember, I remember a few times I drove out here and I wanted the place called China Chili in Central Phoenix. They had the best orange chicken I've ever had in my life. I've had it for the last 25 plus years. Last time I came out here, it was closed on a Monday. I went there on a Monday and they were closed. I got it yesterday and it's just as good as I remember. There is no better orange chicken in the universe than here, called the China Chili in downtown Phoenix. Boy, it was good. my hotel room, ate that orange chicken, and I watched network TV, which I never do because I'm always watching YouTube. And I was watching this show called Farmer Needs a Wife. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I've never seen it before. Farmers Needs a Wife. It's basically like The Bachelorette for farmers. I started to get into it. I was like, really? Oh, jeez. Really? Oh, no, she didn't. That'll probably be the first and last time I watched that show. But it was good while I ate the orange chicken. It was good. Good entertainment. Things are slowly coming to a close here. That flight was heading to Spokane, Washington, and that old American West A320, flight 2117. We do have Honeywell International, flight 170, coming in from Phoenix, doing a test run. 4 minutes out, the Embraer E170LR. Looks like it's, well, I don't know. I thought it was heading here to the south, but it would make sense for it to head to the north side, since that's where their location headquarters are. I know Nancy, right? Nancy says network TV. What's that?
Airbus 3222, contact departure. Good day.
I love it when my hotel room has YouTube installed on the smart TV. This hotel doesn't have that, so I was kind of stuck watching network TV. I'm sitting there talking to the TV. No, she ain't right for you. Oh, she did? No way. I mean, some of that, I'm like, come on, that was staged. If anybody watched that last night, the woman who, she wanted a date with another farmer, and then she decided, no, I don't like that one. I actually like this one better. And then she screwed up everything in the last minute. And then, when the decision was made, the farmer said, well, I'm going to give her a try. And then, of course, I'm like, that's created drama. Hello, I can see right through that. Anyway, I guess she had to be there. Are certainly slowing down here. If the Honeywell plane that does land on the north side, I think we're going to call it. This is going to be a short show here today. Yeah, it looks like it's still out there to the east. I don't know if it's heading to the north or the south side. catch that 777 here today. We'll catch that tomorrow. Friend H. Dots, the $25 tip alert. Thank you so much, H. Dot. This is happy birthday, Kevin. Thank you for an amazing 5-year party. It was fantastic to meet so many of the AVL family. Thank you so much, H. Dot. I hear you were at the H Hotel the other day. I was there with our IT guy trying to figure out some new settings. So didn't see you, but hope you had a great time. Have a great flight back there to the UK. And we'll see you soon. Who was that? Oh, it was Charlie. Charlie getting in the shot. All right, Charlie and I actually have to shoot something after we're done here. It looks like that Honeywell plane heading to the north side. Kind of figured it would, since that's where it's parked at, there on the north side. There's a dust devil out there. Look at that. The winds out near South Mountain. What's that? Is that Levine? It might be. And JetBlue A220-300 in the newer livery. Last time I saw one of these was at New York. Purple Gang, $69.98 with an awesome $20 super chat. Says, happy birthday, Kevin. Thank you, Purple Gang. All right, thanks for slowing down here. So like I said, this is the first of 2 days. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. I originally told you guys we were going to do a short show here on Wednesday since it is my birthday. Charlie and I are going to shoot that video we need to shoot. And then we'll head out of here. Well, before we take off here, just under 3 hours too. That's not a bad show. Before we head off here, I'd like to give a shout out to our Emerald and Diamond members here on the channel. awesome support is ringing back here. Yes, I am that Rita. Yes, you are that Rita with an awesome $20 super chat. Thanks so much, Rita. Rita says happy birthday wishes to Evan and Kevin. Evan and Kevin. Thank you, Rita. Yes, she is that Rita. Thank you, Rita. Ashley with the $20 super chat. Thanks so much, Ashley. Says happy birthday, Kevin. Enjoy your special day. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Southwest 1954, turn right and hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 9er. Right turn, hold short, 25 right, Foxtrot 9, Southwest, thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Armin V, one of our great mods with the super chat, says have the best birthday ever, Kevin. Thank you, Armin. Hope all is going well.
2419, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, Mountain Way.
All right. I know it's a short show here today. I told you guys it would be. We'd be ending around at noon anyways. Things kind of slowed down here. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. A full day of plane spotting tomorrow, Thursday. Right back here. I think we'll head back here to the Terminal 3 parking garage. I think Terminal 4 is booked and probably booked there tomorrow. So we'll be here at Terminal 3 parking garage again starting at 9 a.m. Pacific Mountain Standard Time as well, 9 a.m. on Thursday. Full day tomorrow, plane spotting, and then I'll head back to LAX. Thanks, you guys, for your awesome support here. Thanks for the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. 51 years of age. I couldn't be doing anything more that I love to do than giving you guys a show here on Airline Videos Live. So thank you so much. That's the best birthday gift, is you guys supporting and helping and continuously watching this channel. And anyway, as we move on into our 6th year here on AVL. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for great mods. I was doing a great job as well. Thanks, you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for another full day here in Phoenix, Arizona, the Valley of the Sun. Hanging out with us.
Alpha 1763, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, Mountain Way,
thank you, Josh.
25 right, Mountain Way,
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, Mountain Standard Time. From all of us here at Airline Videos Live, have a great afternoon. Happy birthday, Kevin. Oh, thank you, Kevin. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye-bye.